Hello and welcome to Nothing Nothing and on record hall number 25. We board a wooden ship and experience Deja Vu. Meet Venus. Wonder if the kids are alright. And ABBA makes an appearance for the first time in a while. And we may even go too low for zero. This and more coming up on record hall number 25. And as you can expect, we have the old record box out, and we'll just get straight to it. And as we were talking about with Wooden Ships, of course we were talking about the song Wooden Ships, or Wooden Ships by Crosby Stills Nash on their debut, which is right here. This is a gate fold, so we can open it up and see a picture of them. One of the first super groups of the age. And we'll start with the paper sleeve first, which has ads for albums all the time. I have that one. That's the Bee Gees. You'll be seeing that one, and maybe that one soon. On the other side, I have that one, got that one in the previous haul. I don't got any of the other ones, but let's take a quick look. But as you can see, this is a, well, this is ACO, but they're on Atlantic Records. So you get the classic Atlantic label. Now this is a reissue. You can see that from the Rolling Stones albums that are on there. But the big hits were The Suite of Judy Blue Eyes, Marrakesh Express, and Guinevere. And here's the other side. And there's Wooden Ships, as we mentioned. And also another bigger hit was Helplessly Hoping. And then this also includes with a lyric sheet. So let me just bring the lyric sheet in here. We'll open it. That's not how you open a lyric sheet. So in a way it fits perfectly into there. So when you look at it, you get it like this. I don't know if it fell out or not, but no, it was probably separate originally. You can see the lyrics. See if I can see Wooden Ships. There's Wooden Ships. Yeah. And over here's Marrakesh and Sweet Judy Blue Eyes. This edition's from '72, but this album originally came out in 1969. And then we move into 1970 with Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass's Greatest Hits. Yes, this is a compilation. It's like, don't you have all these albums? Yes, I do. But it's worth just picking up the greatest hits just to have a complete collection. So as you may know from my various episodes, I've got most of these songs. Yes, I do. I got all of them. I just checked on their original hit album. But we'll open it up here, this gatefold, and here's the long write-up. Everything that's in it. I'm definitely going to say one thing though. I don't think they ended up being the soundtrack to the very finest of these memories of the 1960s were provided by Herb Alpert. I don't think most people would say that today. But that's what I thought at the time. Of course, they were on A&M, so of course they were on the A&M record label. As Herb Alpert, of course, is the A of A&M. You get all the hits. This is, if you're wondering what kind of gatefold this is called a Unipack. This was a thing that happened during the mid-'70s, just a way to package albums. And then also in the same year, we get the Deja Vu with Crosby, Stills, Nash Young, and with Dallas Taylor and Greg Reeves with Deja Vu. That's not perfect shape, but there's no text on the side. I just noticed. Where'd it all gone? No, it's not gone. Okay. This is also a gatefold. Let me just open it here. There we go. Got pictures of the now Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young This is also a reissue, and we'll get to that in a minute, but this originally came out in 1970. Sleeve was blank, so I'll just set that to the side, and we'll go after this. Of course, they were also on Atlantic. This deal was essentially an extension of CSNY. But there's Deja Vu, Our House, and of course, Teach Your Children, Helpless, and Woodstock. And then we move into 1973 with the Rolling Stones, Sticky Fingers. And we'll go back to the front in just a second. I want to make sure the date's right. Yeah, that's what we posted there. So yes, this has the infamous, we'll get to the corner in a second. So if you noticed on the front, that is indeed a real zipper. So this is one of the ones where you have the real zipper on it. Let's fill up the inside. We'll start with the paper sleeve first. Rolling Stone Sticky Fingers with the now classic lips, which were kind of new at the time. Let's see what year this is from. 70. I think it's 73. There's a picture of the band. I'll look at the credits and the disc here. Of course, they were on their own records label this time. It says it's from... doesn't say. I believe it's 73. Originally, this is a reissue from the later 70s. But of course, the big hits was, where is it? Brown Sugar, Wild Horses. That one is also a hit. And those other ones. Okay. And then we move all the way into 1976 with Stevie Wonder and Songs in the Key of Life. This is the collector's album. Unfortunately, I'm missing the 7-inch or the EP, so I won't be able to show you that, but this is also a gatefold, of course. Songs in the Key of Life was a 2-disc album, and technically an EP. I do know the place where I got this did have a single EP of it one time. If it's still there, I might have it this time. Of course, he was on Tamla, the Motown record label. So take a quick look here. This doesn't have any of the hits, I believe. No, it does not. There we go. You can see. Let me flip it back over so you can see the other side real quick. And then on the other disc, I don't think I had the booklet either. I think it says I had. And side one, of course, the hits on this were I Wish and Sir Duke. I must be missing it. No. What side was I Wish on? It's on disc. It was on side 2, so I just didn't see it. Okay. Also in the same year, although it's a reissue, this is Marvin Gaye's Greatest Hits. As you can see, this is a reissue because it says originally released in 76. This is from like 80, 82, something like that. So this is way after his death. But it's a reissue. Now, if you remember some of my Motown albums from a while back, you may remember this with the albums on the one side and then the questionnaire on the other. It's the same question, so I'm not going to answer it. And of course, since he was on Motown, you've got Motown, the Motown label. I've seen it quite a few times now. And then we move on to also into 1976 once again with ABBA, the album. Of course, this year was the 50th anniversary of their win in Brighton with Waterloo at Eurovision Song Contest. This album doesn't have that. But this is the one that has Eagle, Take a Chance on Me, then the name of the game, and Thank You for the Music. And then you can see everybody that was involved there. So this is actually my 4th ABBA album. I had The Visitors back in the first video, and then I think I also had ABBA's first greatest hits, and this is the printed inner sleeve in the first episode. Here's the lyrics, and then I got the second one a while back, and then this will be the 4th. And here's the inner sleeve, or sorry, the disc, which of course they were on Atlantic at this time. That's who they were Polar distributed to. And then we move into 1979, and if we're wondering about those kids, well, the kids are alright, according to The Who. This is the soundtrack to their film in 1979. Of course, it's got their hits like My Generation, I Can't Explain, Bob O'Reilly, Tommy, Pinball Wizard, See Me Feel Me, yeah, and We'll Get Fooled Again, for example. So, mine's coming apart here, but so this is a double disc album, and it's got a picture book and everything. We'll look through everything. Start with the picture book first. It's not a lyric book, it's a picture book. There's some very long write-up. There's a lot of text and a lot of photos. I'm just going to quickly zoom it just so you can see it. Some classic photos of the group. Of course, some of these photos include the late, great Keith Moon. And of course, you got some legendary photos of Pete Townsend and Roger Daltrey. This is the exact image they use on the icons of the for the Who greatest hits. So there's the late great Keith Moon. That's an alternate outtake for Who's Next, which I own. And of course, that's basically the photo from the front of Who Are You, which I also own. And then, so they're basically made like film reels because The Kids Alright was a movie. So if I flip it over, you can see the other side of the film reel. And of course, if you have a film reel, that means you need a reel. And the reel is on the label. These are custom labels. That's the first one, say 2-disc album. So let me get out the other what's the other one here? Flip it over. I had it flipped over so the bolts were looked like the labels are on both sides of a film can. Of course, I hit it the wrong way. And then the other one. And then we move all the way into 1983 with Elton John and Too Low for Zero, as that's supposed to be pronounced. And there's the hype sticker. Features the single I'm Still Standing, better than I ever did. And we can look on the back here. Barcodes. This is the first one we get to. If you have the mobile discog app, you can scan these and help you find versions. I'm actually going to make sure the date's 83, right? Yep, 1983. And as you can see, the corner is cut because this is a cutout sale copy. Now, there's 2 sleeves in here. We'll talk about it in a minute. But if you look at this now, you realize the color is gone. That's because that's been cut out. So that the colors in this could be shown in the windows. But this is the original inner sleeve with the lyrics on it. I'm still standing guys right there, number 2. And of course the other big song about the song was And I guess that's why they call it the blues. And then either the other owner or this was original, just placed it into this paper sleeve. And as you can see, he was on Geffen Records at this time, like my other ones from that same period. And then we finally work on another man's collection that I've been collecting for a little while, also from the same year, with Grover Washington Jr. Inside Moves. As you may know, I said at one time if he wasn't in any of my episodes that I was probably mad. I just haven't found this one. This is the one I've been looking for. Again, barcode. Now, of course, he was on Elektra at this time, and Elektra had redesigned their label at that time. By the time the song came out, so you're looking at it what it looks like now. This was actually in the final days of Elektra before they went to that red label, or back to it. You can see the E-A-S-T in that there. That's East. That's one of the production companies where they made that. And then also in the same year, we got a compilation of James Bond themes called 13 Original Themes. Some of these I've already gotten before. Where's the first one? I have Goldfinger on the Goldfinger soundtrack. You've seen that one. You have seen For Your Eyes Only. I have the single of that one. And Nobody Does It Better. I have the Spy Loved Me soundtrack. Oh, I need to go back. I didn't film the thing on the inside. Whoops. They were on Liberty and Black Disc, so we'll just look at it quickly. And then, actually, just real quick before we get there, give me 1 second and we'll go back to the Sticky Fingers. I forgot something. Now, I gotta be quick showing this, but if you knew behind the zipper for Sticky Fingers, and on zips, it shows that. Well, I'll just go up to here where it says Andy Warhol, because it was done by Andy Warhol, but just so you can see that. Okay, well, we got that covered. And then lastly, of course, we need to find our Venus. And here they are, Banaarama with Venus. They're only #1 in the United States, backed with White Train. And this is actually going to be the first single on this label, London Records, even though I have albums by them, as you might know. That's White Train. And there is Banaarama and Venus. And with that, I thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again. And I may be seeing you even soon, because I need to make a rock hall video for the 2024 class, and I am potentially going to bring back my Las Vegas Hotel History series with the Tropicana, since that is now closed. With that, I thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again.